Welcome to Overbooked and Underqualified. My name's Sam.
I'm Liv.
This week we're reading I can't say it.
A new book. It's the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels.
Yes,
It's by India Holton.
yes.
So this was one that was recommended to us by the bookstore.
Yeah.
Kaya.
It's been a very interesting read for me.
It is so... This is like the most interesting read I've ever read.
I'm into it, but I'm also like very confused.
So here's the thing. One, you have to have like a sarcastic sense of humor.
Yes.
Otherwise you'll just not get
Otherwise
into
it'd be really dry.
Yeah. And then two, you have to like read it. It's almost like, do they have a British accent when you were listening?
They do have a
yeah,
British
like
accent.
you have to almost read it
Yeah.
in a British accent. Like, you know how some books, like you listen to it and you're like, oh, they have an accent. Like this is read like you're in England in the 1800s.
I've listened to it twice because I know the basic premise, but then like the next chapter I'm like, what are we doing?
Really?
I'm so confused. I can't catch the plot to save my life.
Well, okay. I don't think that this is like a real plot-based book. It's just funny.
And it is funny. It is really
Have you ever
good.
seen like the new Sherlock Holmes movie?
With Cumberbatch?
Iron Man. With Iron
Oh,
Man
yes,
guy.
I have seen that. Robert Downey
It's literally
Jr.
like that, where
Yes.
they like...
I know what you
You
mean.
know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
that's how I read this book, is where, like, all of a sudden,
Okay.
you know how they have, like, their witty comments, and they
Yes.
just sort of, like, zoom in, like, and, like, the camera, like, switches?
Yes.
That's how I read this.
Okay.
Almost like a comedy.
No, and
Because
I
the plot, I'm with you. The first chapter, I'm
Stuff-
like, I'm just gonna
Who?
keep going, and
then she's reading a book within the book, and you're like, what are we talking about?
That's the thing. There's no like POVs.
No.
But it changes POVs.
I feel like if it would have consistently been the main character's name is Cecilia, her point of view, I would have like gotten it.
Yeah, no, it's hard to navigate.
Yeah.
For
Okay,
sure.
thank
And then
God.
they have like it's just like a hard language. Like it's not a hard.
They're
I don't know. It's not a hard
they're
read, but
using British slang.
we're just stupid.
And probably that too. Let's be real.
Anyways, are you liking it?
Yeah, I am. I am liking it a lot. I think the banter between Cecilia and Ned, if that's his fucking name.
It's so funny. I have been laughing and laughing
Yeah.
and laughing. Like, if you want a just lighthearted,
It's a very good pick me up after the last
yeah,
letter.
like very surface level. There's no
Yes.
really deep undertones to things. Like, it's just, if you're here for a good time.
It's good. The only issue, MMC is blonde.
Is he?
Yep. I literally have in my
That's
notes,
okay.
blonde. Do you see that? Blonde, dot, dot,
I
dot,
had
dot.
more of an issue with his name's Ned. His,
Well, one of
like,
80.
Your name is Edward Lightborn, but you go by Ned? That's what you're gonna choose. Ed would, well, is Ed better?
Eddie. Oh.
No.
We're going to
that?
stick with Ned.
Anyways, so then we get this table of characters,
Yes. Like right off the
which
bat.
is also hilarious, the
Yeah.
way they describe things. It's so funny. So Cecilia's the FMC,
Yep.
and it starts out where her and her aunt are just in their house, and they're having tea.
And she's like reading her a chapter book.
Yeah.
And it's poetry. And they just talk about poetry consistently throughout this book.
And this whole book, everything is proper.
Yes.
They're very ladylike. You can't curse, like...
It's really funny because they're ladylike, but they're also killing people.
They're-
stealing.
yes.
They're pillaging. Their houses fly.
Yeah, they're...
And it's just...
Okay, I will say that was my biggest confusion.
Was
when
the
I was
house flying?
Yes.
Okay.
Because when they were talking about, like, how the one maid, like, flies the house. They just casually said that. I'm like, what the F does that mean? I'm like, is
picturing the
flies...
uphouse.
I thought, like, flies was, like, a term for, like, something else.
Like maybe the
takes care
siding
of
they
the
have.
house.
Or we're like, okay.
Like, they fly the house. Like, they fly around doing chores.
It would make more sense for the maid to be a fucking fairy with wings than the actual house flying.
I don't know.
It's insane. No, I'm like right there with you. And then there's like a knock at the door, and she goes, and she's like giving him like the up down, being like, ugh, his petticoat's disgusting.
Yeah.
He's not wearing a proper hat.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I'm looking for Cecilia.
Some subscription thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to sneeze. It's warm out now, so my allergies have been getting
It's like the
me.
meme
Oh,
that
the
you have
sneeze-
hay fever.
And the sneeze got scared away. It'll come back.
Yeah,
It got
he's-
stage fright.
He's trying to like give her a pamphlet on fucking extinct
Oh,
birds.
yeah. Yeah, and she's like,
No
oh.
thanks.
Yeah, she immediately knows, like, he's a pirate.
And the old lady that is her aunt, I don't know if it's by blood or if it's just because she's an orphan.
I don't know
But-
either.
She's like a hypochondriac too.
Yeah, and she gets all the names wrong
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. She's like, make sure you put on a coat when you go. You might get scurvy.
Yeah,
And she's
it's-
like, that's if you don't eat enough fruit. And she goes,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, and they call the sun, like, the great peril.
Because they can't get freckles?
Yeah, or one of the quotes later on is like, just for an example of how this whole entire book is, and she's like,
Seriously.
you went for that long of a walk, you could have broken an ankle, or got worse, got suntan.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening
I
here?
was so confused. I literally wrote, what's the deal with the sun? Are they vampires?
No, it's just like not proper because you get wrinkles and stuff. The sun wrecks your skin.
I was so confused. I was like, are you going to burst into ash? What are we doing?
Because that was like an old timey ladylike thing. That's
I
why
didn't
they
know
had,
that.
That's why they
Oh,
have
those
the umbrellas
umbrellas.
and things.
Okay. But she doesn't let him in. So then she goes back and starts reading this poetry book again. And the old lady, calm as shit, goes, pirates trying to come in the window.
So nonchalant throughout the whole
Yep.
thing. Like, oh yeah, what did she say? Like, pesky feller he is,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Like, he's really eager.
Yeah. What does he the one who throws the grenade in?
Yes.
Yeah, so he throws the grenade in, and she just sighs and gets up and walks over to it and like lightly chucks it out the window and it goes off.
Yeah.
And it's just like then she goes back again to just
hanging out, sitting down, pissed that the window's broken.
yeah. And so
And she's like excited that there's an assassin, that someone hired an assassin to try and kill her.
Yeah.
Because it makes her like more higher up and like a real pirate.
yeah, and so then it kind of goes to Ned, and I'm like, what is he up to here? And he was talking about how like her beauty's so rare and face so fair, and he was just he like likes
Immediately
her.
in love with her.
Yeah, and it's hilarious.
It
so
is.
he's basically trying to assassinate her.
And this is the first time too that we meet their maid, and she is kooky.
Pleasance,
Yes.
yes. She thinks she's like
She talks to spirits every day. Her great aunt comes once a week to haunt her for an hour. And she just talks to her in the kitchen.
it's so good.
I literally listen to that and go, what is going
It's
on?
Cecilia's just constantly being scolded
Yeah,
for like the
for-
most littlest things.
It's insane. And everybody's just like, that's
Yeah.
not proper. And you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
I love it. I think it's so funny.
Love
And
when
they're
they talk
very
about
like
their undergarments and
very-
their bloomers.
they're very ladylike and fashionable, but they're pirates.
Yeah.
They're not like the Ahoy pirates. They're like just
Like stealing
they're
pirates.
just criminals basically, but proper criminals.
Like when the window broke, the old lady was pissed because she's like, this is an old rug that the queen gave me. And Cecilia goes, gave? She's like, she would have if I let her.
Yeah.
Like she stole it.
yeah, they steal all this stuff. It's just so good.
It is.
And then on top of it, she's thrilled about the prospect of somebody trying to assassinate her. She's like, oh my gosh, like that means I've really leveled up in this piracy world.
I'm moving on up.
Yeah.
It's like a corporate ladder.
Yeah, it's like people think I'm worthy enough to assassinate. So she's just like pumped
She
about
is.
this.
She's having a good time. And then we meet the lady that's trying to assassinate her and find out this lady has had 3 husbands. She's killed all of them.
Yeah.
The way they describe husbands in this book, it is so good.
If you want a feminist ass book,
This is it.
it's so good. It is so good, and it's so funny. I have
is
so many quotes later on about stuff because it was just so good. And then we get to chapter 2, and the other thing is, so at the beginning of all the chapters, they have like
what the chapter is going to be about, but super vague.
yeah, and they're always hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'm reading them, and I'm always like, what the F is
Like,
gonna
how is
happen
this
in this?
happen? Yes.
Yeah.
One of them has like
So
a
it kind of made it
parrot
fun.
assassination in the title.
So it's really funny. And then this lady Armitage is the one who's sent Ned to assassinate her, and she's just this old pirate lady who's
had
horny.
3 husbands, is super horny, and I guess when her maid who flew her house left, and she was talking about training her butler how to do it, but she said, I doubt men's mental capability to fly a house.
Yes, I wrote that down. It said she ought to train one of her servants to fly the house, but they were all men, and she doubted their mental strength. So funny.
They're just dogging on the guys, but also some of their lives, I'm like, I want to be you.
I know.
The men are just having a rip-roaring good time.
In one of the last chapters, Cecilia's like, yeah, I'm stacking the dishes because I think that's what you do. I don't know. I've never had to do a dish. And I'm like,
damn.
Yeah. And then, so she hired this Signor De Luca, which is Ned.
Yeah, he's got like 50 different names.
And he's like, tell me about this girl or whatever. And she's like, oh, she's the sweetest girl. Like, I've known her since she was a child. And she's
loved
just
her mom.
Yeah, she's just the best. But she's got to go.
We
Bring
need to
me
be
her pinky toe when you're done.
I just need some part of her. But make sure, and like, it's also cracking me up because when she's telling him how to kill her, she's like, maybe do it in a reading chair. Couldn't do it in her bed. That is too improper.
Yes, yeah, like it has to be a specific way.
You can't make it look like something else happened. It has to be in her chair, walking in the public eye. Because God forbid a man be alone with an unwed woman.
Yeah, they have to be chaperoned at all times. It's very Bridgerton vibes.
It is. And then she asks for her pinky toe for confirmation that she's dead.
Yeah. And then, so the whole reason why she's trying to assassinate Cecilia is because she's been trying to kill Miss Darlington forever. And she's just unkillable.
Yeah.
And so she's thinking that if she kills Cecilia, she'll be so sad that she'll be easier to kill.
Exactly. She'll be in mourning. Which is crazy. Because then later on, too, Cecilia's talking about how Lady Armitage was like a mentor to her. And I think this is why I get lost in the plot.
Yeah, because there really, like, isn't...
There's not really... There is a bad person.
It's loose. It's a loose plot.
It's loose as shit.
But, like, it's just funny.
It is.
If you have the type of humor, it's just dumb.
That's the perfect way to describe it. It's dumb in, like, the perfect way.
Yeah.
It's very whimsical.
It is. Yeah, it's whimsy as shit.
Whimsy as shit.
So the house has moved from Spells.
Yes.
And Lady Armitage has trouble landing her house, so she ends up landing it on this top of other buildings.
And just calls it a penthouse.
So Ned's like, well, I had to climb a drain pipe to get up here.
Yeah, because she's pissed that it took him so long to get up there. And she's all excited because she saw...
like, feet up.
Yeah, she's all excited because she saw a bomb go off at their house. She's like, oh, it's been taken care of. And it has not, in fact, been taken care of.
No, she's pissed.
Yeah.
Anyways, what happens next? Oh, so then they're always so dramatic too. So she was like, when she finds out that she wasn't actually dead, she was like, well, I would swoon in despair, but I don't think that this couch would hold me, right? Or whatever.
Off.
Yeah. It's like so dumb.
They're so dramatic and it's so good.
And then I was so confused because Ned's like putting it on.
Putting the moves on her. And I was confused because I was like, okay, is this real or was Cecilia real? I don't know what's going on. And this lady's getting hot and bothered. And she's like,
She is.
I could make him my fourth husband, but my third husband's in my backyard and nobody knows where he is.
And he's
so."
like barely buried,
Yeah.
supposedly.
She's
She's
like,
like
"I
the
just threw him."
lump in the back.
I just threw some dirt on him. And she's used the same wedding ring every time she's gotten married. She's like, I could probably dig that up again. Where is that?
So
I'm also picturing her ancient, like basically dust.
So then a really funny part too throughout the book is Ned is like always, he's a captain because he's a pirate, but nobody calls him that because his house has fell off the cliff.
It got pushed off the cliff, Olivia. Pushed.
Oh, he's so defensive about it.
They're like, well, we can't call you that. And he's like, I had a house.
Yeah, so she brings it up like,
Yeah.
weren't you the one who lost your house
Yeah.
or fell off the cliff? And he's like, it wasn't that way.
It didn't happen that way.
But anyway, so then he's like flirting it up with her.
Oh,
and then all of a sudden he kisses her on the mouth.
Oh, I did not like it. I was so uncomfortable.
And why did he do that?
I think to put her at ease or distract her, it worked.
And then she was like so upset about it
Yeah.
that she's like, I now have to find someone to assassinate this.
Yeah,
Because she was just like so hot and bothered over it.
And she was like upset. She goes, it's really unfortunate that he did that.
Yeah.
Because now he's got to go through.
I'm like, why did that just happen? So then he's drinking away because he's so disgusted. It's like move scenes. He's at the bar.
Yeah.
He's just drinking away because he's disgusted that
It's
he
like
did
trying
that.
to wash the dirty taste out of his mouth.
Anyway, so his friend Alex is like a fellow pirate and he
Yes.
visits. And then Captain, like the antagonist, Captain Morvath
Yes.
introduced. And we find out that his real name that we think is Edward Lightbourne, which is Ned.
Yes.
And he wants Cecilia brought to him alive. And he's like, they're on the run now, so follow them.
Yes.
And he has this grand plan to take over England.
And put women back in their rightful place
Yeah.
of listening to men.
Exactly. He's exactly like that. It kind of reminds me of the Barbie movie a little bit.
Oh, 100%.
He's evil Ken.
He is evil Ken. That's actually so good.
It's kind of the same.
They're making a Mojo Hut again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the new Abby. Anyways, chapter 3. We find out that to be a pirate or whatever, be in this society, they have to go through this intense training.
Yeah, it's like rob a bank,
Yeah.
run a mile, like, what is it? Run a mile?
Wearing a ball gown.
Yes.
And just weird stuff. And they're trained in like
Crazy stuff.
knives and bombs and
Yes.
all
And
this
Cecilia
stuff.
has completed all of it with flying colors.
Yeah, and it was just made me laugh because she's like, yeah, you know, there's this powerful spell to fly the house that we, you know, aren't allowed to have or whatever, but then they just teach a servant
Yeah,
to
then
do
they just
it.
teach the servants to do it, but I have to go through all of this training and they still won't promote me.
Yeah.
And they find out that they're calling like the whole Wisteria group together because a war has broken out and someone's house has been stolen.
Someone's house has been
What did they say? A
stolen.
butler went wayward with her house?
Yeah. And so basically, they give a little backstory. The Wisteria Society was like the ladies who were open. They're ladies who were open about their crimes, and they were separated from the wicked witches. So like the witches, they look down on. They're like,
Yeah.
we're better than you.
Those are dirty.
They're just like the feral
Yes.
people, and we're better than that. We're proper, but we still do the same stuff.
But we still do dastardly deeds.
Yeah. And this Black Barrel lady invented the house flying. And so a bunch of people found out about it and got used for different things.
Yeah.
And just, it was a whole thing.
Also, the best part where she was like, the worst people about it are realtors.
Yeah, I know.
They're about
Location, location, and location. I thought that was so dumb.
I know. I'm like, what are we doing?
It's so dumb.
So there's all these pirates in modern society, and then realtors are like, hey, let me get that.
Yeah.
So dumb. God.
So then they land the house or whatever, and they're walking to the library, or she's walking.
She
to the
finally
library.
convinced her aunt to let her go out because her
Even
aunt
though the
like
sun was bad.
is basically an agoraphobe. She has
Yes.
agoraphobia.
Yeah.
Does not like to leave the house.
Yeah.
And she told her that she could go to the library.
Mm-hmm.
So Cecilia is immediately on the offer. She said, "Yep, I'm going."
Yeah.
It's about what, a 2-mile walk?
Yeah. Maybe
She's
even less.
walking there. Of course, she sees the pirates.
Yeah, from afar. Well, first the bandit attacks her,
Yeah.
and then I don't know. She's kind of a badass, but she's very sweet also. So she kicks his ass, and then she gives him a handkerchief because she feels bad. So she goes back.
She's like, "I told him if he left right now, I'd leave him alone."
And the whole time she's like, didn't miss a page in her book while
No.
she's walking to the library.
Yeah.
Very Belle vibes there.
Very Belle vibes, and it's Gaston.
Yeah. And so then, yeah, the pirate Ned's just catches her eye, and they're flirting. She's flirting it up across the bridge with her.
100%.
And so we get some little banter starting there, and it's kind of funny.
And she's talking about how handsome he is, but she shouldn't be noticing because it's improper.
Yeah.
And all of his hard knife edges, and some of them are not knives.
Yeah, and she said, "Your manners are dreadful, and cologne is cheap. Go away."
What a burn!
Yeah, she's,
Your cologne is cheap.
yeah, she's like, "Go on, get."
Yeah, I've stolen much better in my day.
And then they kind of connect because she's reading Wuthering Heights, and then he quotes a line
Yes.
from that. So they kind of do that throughout the whole book then.
And it also cracks me up because he's like, "Would your aunt want you to be reading that? Like, Wuthering Heights is some, like,
Yeah.
type of book."
Yeah. So good. And then, yeah, this is where he's like, she says again, "Weren't you the one that doesn't have a house?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "It was pushed."
He said, "I'm working on it."
I know. It's a sore spot.
And then they're like almost to the end of the bridge, and she's basically like, "This is where we depart." And then she goes, "Give me my bracelet back."
Yeah.
And they haven't even touched.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And she goes, "Cough it up."
And my fountain pen, too.
No, that was him.
Oh,
She
yeah,
stole
yeah, yeah,
his
yeah.
fountain pen.
Yeah, yeah,
While they're
yeah,
walking
yeah.
across the bridge, they're just
Yeah.
stealing shit from each other.
Yeah. Like, it's just so good.
Then she finally separates from him. She goes and gets her iced bun.
Oh, I know.
At first, I thought it was a
thought
bun
an
that
iced bun sounds really good.
makes me think of a toaster strudel, even though it's not a bun.
I freaking love toaster strudels.
What was your flavor?
The strawberry with the cream cheese in the middle. It has to have a cream cheese in the middle.
That one, also good. I loved the
classic.
cinnamon one.
No.
Okay, I thought we were being vulnerable here about our toaster strudel flavors, but that's what I get.
Shut down. Wrong.
I'll take my ice bun and I'll leave.
Wrong answer, sir. Wrong answer.
She gets to the library, and her aunt's fucking house is in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Yeah, so chapter 4. She's like, oh, before that, she's kind of wondering about her. So she's reading the book. She's like trying to get answers or
Yes.
whatever about her parents. So we find out that Patrick and what is it, Scylla?
So that's what also confused me. All of the women in her line are named Cecilia.
Yes. So
So
they're
I
all
was
variations of that name.
so confused about this.
Same. So as Scylla is her parents, she kind of wonders. She knows her mom was killed.
Yes, but we
She
haven't
just-
really learned how. I'm
Yeah.
assuming it was by.
Yeah. So, yeah, but then the house, this is how I wrote it, picks her up in town.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, run, there's a pirate house. And she's like, okay, sounds good. And then just like gets on the house. And
Everybody's like, "Ma'am, don't go that way." And she's like, "Oh, yeah." And
Yeah.
then she's like, "Oh, shit." Then she gets in the house, and her aunt's flinging her from side to
yeah,
side.
she just keeps going and she almost falls out. And her crazy pleasance maid like left the doors
I
open.
forgot to close the kitchen door when I was talking to old auntie.
No,
and I was
she's-
like, "What?"
She's like, you almost fell thousands of feet. And Cecilia's like, oh dear, it was only like 90 feet. It's fine. Like, this is the whole book.
Yes, it is the whole book.
And so that's why I've never read a book like that.
No,
and
me
that's why
neither.
the plot gets lost because
You're just laughing the whole
like,
time.
what is going on?
No. And then I also thought, like, again, this is going back to the sun. I literally wrote, they're pirates and can't have a tan? Isn't that what pirates are known for?
No, that's like an old-timey thing.
And I didn't know that, so I was confused because I'm like, they're quite literally pirates. Don't pirates always look leathery?
I know, they're nothing like regular pirates.
I was so confused.
Oh, so then this is when we find out that they have that emergency meeting of the
Yes.
society. And this is like really odd because the last time it happened was when her mom died, which was like
Yes.
a long time ago, supposedly.
1883.
Yeah, and I don't know what time it is here. So maybe
That's
it's like,
what I didn't know either. I'm like, do they have long lifespans? Or is it like 1897 or some shit? Because she's 19.
I feel like they have regular lifespans
I do
based
too.
on like the ladies being like old grandmas.
Yeah, getting pushed in wheelchairs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would agree with you.
you know. Then they're like giving it, she keeps really wanting this promotion and they keep giving these excuses not to deny her even though she's passed all the tests and she really wants a seat at like
Basically the adult
tea
table.
table.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'd even take a seat by the condiments.
Yeah. Yeah. And we find out that Fairweather's house was stolen and
Then we meet another girl. I'm blanking on what her name is. The one that doesn't like her. That's also at the kids' table.
I think that's later.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was at this one, but it's fine. I'll back off.
Back off. Yeah, so then the house was stolen and her grandma or aunt or whatever is like, there's a more powerful hand behind this.
Yes.
And this is where I'm like, okay, so now the Morvath thing
Yes is coming into play.
is coming into play. And then she hints at it being her father right here.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed that.
I did notice that.
I noticed that on my second time because I also had to go back a little bit too.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they're always worried about the son. So good. And then it's at the end of this chapter, it said they were driving the house or whatever to this meeting. And she said they didn't notice the great spiked shadow pursuing them unnoticed.
Yeah. So he's got some
Dun,
other
dun,
form
dun.
of flight. I'm also, did you play Mario Part and like Mario when you were little?
Like what kind of Mario?
Like the Mario
Like
and
Super
Luigi.
like,
Super Bros or whatever.
yeah.
And when Bowser would fly his castle
Yes,
places.
yes.
Yes, and it's just like on a cloud.
Yeah, like that because it's dark and it's so like it's got
Yes.
spires.
That's what I'm picturing the Abbey like.
Yeah, that's very accurate.
With Bowser.
That, the Barbie movie,
There's a lot going on here, guys.
yeah, things are happening.
Thanks.
Then we get to chapter 5, and she's driving or whatever. She goes to the window, Cecilia does, and all of a sudden she gets shot through the window.
Yeah.
And she has a metal corset
Yeah.
on, so it
she's
just pings off
bulletproof
of her.
vest, and she's like, "Ugh, that ripped my dress. And then she's pissed because it hit her Wuthering Heights copy.
But-
She's like, that was my only copy.
Yeah, she's just pissed.
Then
And
she just like parkour out of the house.
flips, does a backflip out of the house and lands in the grass.
Yeah, I'm picturing landing like with one fist on the ground.
That would be improper.
Yeah. Sorry, she lands and does a curtsy.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Oh man. And then we get introduced to Constantinople
Yes.
Brown. But they call her Oakley, so I'm gonna refer to her as that or Consty. Because I cannot say that as a mouthful.
No. And then she's like, well, you didn't announce yourself. And
Yeah.
she's like, I didn't know I had to.
Well, it was
And
in
she's
the
like, read the
letter.
postscript. And it said like, P's, yeah, PBP. And she goes, please bring a plate.
Yeah.
Pleasance is already making something. And she goes, no. Like, basically show yourself with Morse code.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, she's in the kitchen right now. Why are you shooting at?
It's so stupid.
It is so dumb.
So basically this person, she was part of the society.
Yes.
And we found out here that Cecilia is 19, but Aunt Darlington always gets it wrong.
Always gets her age wrong. She's like close, but never on the,
she's
the
like,
dot.
she's 21, and then she was has to politely correct
Yeah.
her.
She goes, she's 17. And she goes, 19, auntie.
You got 19. And then the two old ladies, so then the Miss Brown comes in, like the,
Yes.
the grandma.
Yep.
And they have the most passive-aggressive
I
standoff.
literally said they're so catty.
So catty. Like they're talking about how her granddaughter is in school, and she's like, "Oh, school? How modern of you!"
Yeah, you
like,
sent your daughter to school. Yikes!
trash. Like the most passive aggressive shit.
And then she's like, "It's actually quite nice. She did this, 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 and this. She's amazing. I can't wait for her to graduate."
Yeah, they're just so.
They're so bad.
They're saying nice things, but they're like
There's a
evilly
tone.
standing up.
There's a tone.
Yeah. And then at this end of this chapter, they talk about how Morath is inspecting his cannons by the light of a candle or whatever. So
he's preparing for war.
Yeah. Then we get to chapter 6, and the ladies are attending the meeting.
And this is where we kind of find out that one of the feuds started because, was it Darlington stole one of the other woman's husband's leg?
Yeah.
Because it was made from like wood from the queen. And Cecilia goes, "For being that kind of wood, it barely gave us a couple $100 when we sold it. But then he made like some janky ass peg leg." And then she's like talking about how they just left all the men at home to do what they need to do.
Oh, yeah. It said, "No man sat at the table, having been left at home to mind the children, guard the treasure, or just generally stay out of the women's business." Like, yeah, keep the masses at home.
That's what they should be, in the kitchen.
Yeah. And then this is where she thinks she'll get a seat at the table.
Okay.
So she's like
jump.
practicing what she'll say.
Yeah.
when they
finally promote her.
And then they don't. And they kind of dismiss her to the junior table. And she's talking with Jane and Oakley.
Yes, and Jane is just a piece of work.
Yeah, she's a Fairweather too. She's Fairweather Junior.
And she's like talking about how a proper lady shouldn't fly a house until she's like had her petticoat something. I don't fucking know. I'm so
all
confused.
these rules.
There are. And she's like, "I don't think it's proper." And she also like calls her out because she's not wearing a dress.
Yeah. She's just really got her nose stuck in the air.
Yeah, she does.
So Oakley, she's kind of younger, and she's just going on and on about her fencing master and how cute he is. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, he has this mustache," and she's just swooning over it. And all the while,
and this part was hard for me because she's trying to listen to the adult conversation, but then we're also hearing about how sexy this fencing teacher is.
And then she's like, and then it all blended in my head, and it got very
confusing because she's like,
"A
tiger is loose." And then my fencing master did this.
Yeah, and then we were tangoing.
Yes.
And then, yeah, I know. It was so funny.
I was like, who's this? Does someone need to call the cops on this dude? She's underage. They're tangoing.
We don't know that yet, though. So I was like, okay, cool. Then Lady Armitage is missing from the meeting. So I was like, okay, that's something to note.
Yep.
And I just didn't have any predictions throughout this whole book. I'm right here. I was like, I should probably predict something, but I'm just like fighting my way through this and laughing and having a good time. So I'm just going to skip that.
I like quite literally was like, there's a man pirate and a bunch of old ladies. They've got umbrellas that are guns.
Parasols.
They're stealing shit from the queen.
Yeah. It's craziness. They all have beef. They all hate each other, but they're in this like...
Yes, just this catty... Oh, God.
It's so good. So then... Ned, she goes outside to get air, Cecilia, and Ned attacks her.
Yeah, and he like comes up from behind.
And he puts her in a compromising position.
Yeah, and then she says something about, "Can you please let me go? I can feel your dagger hilt."
Yes! Oh my God, I
And then
so
he
hard.
like smirks because it ain't his dagger hilt.
I had to reread that. I'm like, it's his penis.
Yeah. Like, I think that's a euphemism. What do you guys think? Penis. Why is he hard right now also? Is he into knife play? He should meet lights out, dude.
Well, he said he likes her.
Yeah.
And
He's met her once. No, and he's got a boner.
Okay, fine. He's attracted to her and he's laying on her. I think you forget what it's like. You've been with Sam, and we've been married for so long that we're like,
fucking shit, a boner immediately?
well, he's like around the age of 19 or whatever.
Is he?
too.
I'm picturing him as old.
No, he's like
Not like 50.
he's around the same age.
Oh, because I was picturing him like our age.
Oh,
Did they tell us his age?
no.
Then why is he 19?
I just know.
She feels it in her bones, guys. She's really good with age and timelines.
If you've been an avid listener, you know.
Yeah, because Oro was 500 at the start of that book.
Anyway, he gets it up quick.
Yeah, no shit.
And Ned's just fallen for Cecilia.
Oh, immediately.
These characters are just so freaking fun.
They're so good.
They're so fun. They have the best personalities. Then they steal another house. So
Yes.
Ned and Morvath or whatever steal another
Yes.
house while they're all distracted at
Yep.
this dinner thing.
And all these old ladies whip out their swords. I'm like, what is going on? I'm just picturing 80-year-olds in wheelchair with like oxygen on, just pulling a fucking sword.
Okay, I am not picturing it that way at all.
It's not that I'm actually picturing that way. It's just like the first thing that flashes
Yes,
in my mind. And then I go back to old lady with corsets on and they're pirates. And some of them have eye patches.
I kind of like the oxygen thing. There's maybe a weapon. Oh my gosh. So then they're stealing on their house and Ned's flying the house and it's so freaking funny. The ladies are following and they're like
Yeah.
in hot pursuit. And Ned gets air sick.
Yeah.
So he's like vomiting on the floor.
Yeah. And like this guy comes up to him and it's like, they're following us. And he goes, well, go get the cannons ready. And he goes, we're going to shoot at ladies?
Yeah.
He's like, where'd you come from? The Navy. Oh, good. That's of no use.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah. Worthless.
And then this is where we find out that Patrick Morvath is Cecilia's dad.
Yes.
And so I'm like, oh.
Now we're getting some connections.
Yes, and he basically blames the Wisteria women for the loss of his wife, even though he's the one who killed his wife.
I was gonna say, I was also so confused about that with this like big monologue of like, they turned me against him when they gave her all these feminist notions
Yeah.
that a woman is just as equal as a man.
Yes, and it was just a whole thing.
Yeah, it really was.
And it was so funny because Ned's kind of just nodding along, but he clearly has his own path or like plan.
Yeah.
Like he's going like, okay, like if you really missed her so much, why'd you actually kill her
Yeah,
then?
you're quite literally the reason she's gone.
Yeah.
I'm really confused here.
But okay.
I love that everybody's rushing to their houses, and when Cecilia gets to hers, what's the maid's name? I always forget. Pleasance is waiting in the doorframe with a tomahawk. She's like, no one was getting past me.
I know, she's so funny. Gosh. So then we get into chapter 7, and we have just lots and lots of tea.
So much tea.
All the time, for everything.
Yes. And Cecilia's like, shouldn't we be going? Aren't we in a rush? And Lady Darling's like, no, we need to be prepared and well rested before we go on this journey.
I need a nap, because if we show up looking unrested, that's very just like not proper.
It's gonna be a really bad look for us if I show up with bags under my eyes.
So then Fairweather has this idea to go in the village.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, that adds up later on. And Cecilia's all thinking about Lightborn and his dagger hilt. And Oakley's,
this scene is so good.
Up.
I laughed hysterically both times. This is my favorite scene so far.
I also
so good.
So hysterical. So we find out that Oakley has been fooling around with this Tom guy. And so her grandma is the one telling them about it. She's like, yeah, the two of them, he's such a good guy.
And like she thinks that he's tutoring her.
Yeah, it's like he's such a good guy. He like offered to help her with this stuff, and then all of a sudden I heard this banging in their room.
No, that wasn't it. So he was helping her with things, and they always were like out of breath, and she heard a scream from her room. And she's like, I ran down there, and when I opened the door, he was there in his night clothes.
Already there. He must have ran so fast.
He was flushed from the run. And meanwhile, they're fucking in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And anyways, they catch them, and then we find out that Ned is her fencing tutor.
Yeah.
And she goes, you scoundrel.
I know. It was so freaking funny.
And then we find out Tom didn't know that she was 17.
16.
Is it 16? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom didn't know that she was 16, and he's like freaking out. And then they start sword fighting each other. And then he goes, I'm going to have to
Wait,
marry
hang
you.
on. That's later.
It's the same scene.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's later. But yes. I know. It was so funny. Yeah, I have more thoughts on that later. But anyways, so we find out that they're like fooling around, and Cecilia has this plan to kill her father on her own. So we find out about that, and people then all of a sudden, so she keeps getting sent on these errands to.
Yes, whenever they're like having one of their meetings.
Yeah, like you have to go do this or you have to go do that.
Yeah.
And they didn't get to do the pursuit either because she was like worried about him being her dad and whatever. So while she's out on this walk, there's like all these people being super weird.
Super weird. Like someone shoves her, a lady shoves her, and then she's like walking towards the tea house and she has a gun. She's like, watch where you're going.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's super weird. And then all of a sudden she finds the whole tea house that they're in like
It's
lifts
lifting,
up.
yeah.
And they're basically they get kidnapped.
They get kidnapped.
And she's like, oh shit. And she like fights off all these people in the middle of the street.
Yep.
But then she feels bad, so she asks the butcher to.
She shoots 2 pirates. She's like, you have some medical experience. Don't you please help these? And he goes, you want me to help 2 pirates that you shot? She goes, yes, if you'd be a dear.
Yeah. So it's so good. And then chapter 8.
I did skip ahead greatly.
I know, I got confused.
I got
it's
excited.
I know, that scene is so funny. So then they transfer the houses under like Morveth's big plan. So this makes sense now.
Yeah.
And I think this is where we find that Fairweather is the one who was the traitor of the group.
I think so. Because well, first it hops to wasn't Ned talking to her dad a little before this too, because this is where we find out that she's supposed to be married off?
Yes. Yeah. So Ned's watching like all this happen.
Yes, and I was really confused because at first I was like, he made it seem like he was like a long lost father looking to reconnect with his daughter, but really he just wants to marry her off so he can get more.
Yeah.
So we learn more of his evil plan.
Yeah, and Ned's kind of like, wait, what?
Devastated.
He's like, you're marrying it off to her cousin.
Yeah, ew. And he's like, don't worry, you'll get an invite.
Yeah, I'm not evil.
Yeah.
He literally says that. I'm not evil. I'll give you an invite. And Ned's like, okay.
Not into it, but...
And yeah, so Cecilia's basically, they call her like a pirate princess. Because her mom's side...
She's got it from both sides. Like the male side of, like, the captain of the captains. And Cecilia sounded like she was also... First, Mother Cecilia sounded like she was kind of a big deal too.
Yes. Yes. Then this is where, so Obley and Tom show up.
Yeah, they're fooling around in like a graveyard.
And it's Ned and Cecilia there, and they're like trying to come up with a plan.
Yeah.
And Cecilia's like, I'm gonna save them, da 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 da. And this is where Obley and Tom
just
like
pissed.
Yeah, he finds out. Then they start sword fighting.
Yep, and then Ned and Cecilia are just like talking, but also critiquing them while they sword fight. Put your sword up higher.
It was
plant your feet.
And they both have guns to each other's heads, and then they fight fighting through them, so they like stop, and then they go back.
It's
like
so unserious.
It is. They just paint the pictures so funny, and then it was so funny because then Tom's like, well, I'll have to marry you because now this is scandalous as shit. You're like
you're
2.
16. And she goes, oh, that took a turn. well, we're going to honeymoon here.
Yes.
Once my dress is ready, I found where I want my ring.
Yeah, she picked out her
I
ring.
tagged it. All you have to do is steal it.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, like, we'll be good as golden. And he's like, and then, like, he crushed Cecilia's hat while they were fighting. And he said he watched the ribbon float away, and that was, like, his life leaving him.
Yeah. And then he just reluctantly agrees, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like, okay.
Well, I guess here we are. Meanwhile, Cecilia and Ned steal a carriage from somebody at gunpoint and are running off to go save the ladies.
Oh, and then yeah, so this is where they find out too, like you said, he's Teddy Lux, the fencing master.
Yes.
And she's like, "Where's your mustache?" And he's like, "It was horsehair." And
It's
she's
really
like,
itchy.
Horsehair.
And he goes, very itchy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't recommend.
0 out of 10.
Then we kind of find out in this chapter that he's also working for the queen.
Yes,
Which I'm like, is that his real job that he's like, because what did he call himself? Some sort of like an undercover
Secret
cop?
Service.
A Secret Service cop or whatever?
Yes.
Yes. That's the other thing. I'm like, I don't know who you are.
He kind of tells like her everything.
Yes.
He's like, "I was hired to assassinate you by your dad, or no, not your dad, but bring you to your dad.
Yes.
Assassinate you by the queen. Assassinate you by Lady Armitage.
Yes.
And so,
But I'm going to keep you alive.
yeah. So he's like, those are my names. This is it.
He laid it on the table.
And this is where too she kind of puts together that the advisors have feared that she'll be like her father, and so that's why they're not promoting her.
Yes, she's getting it on like both sides.
So that's where it kind of clicks, because I don't remember what he says, but he says something like,
Someone was, I don't
They'll
know. No,
fear-
the queen wanted her killed off because she was scared that she was going to be like her father.
yes,
And
that's how
then-
it got put together.
Then she kind of puts two and together about the Wisteria ladies.
Yes. Yes. And so then they come to this plan that they're going to go to Lady Armitage's house for help, and
Like he's going to bring her there as a quote unquote hostage, and then they're
Yeah.
going to steal her house.
yes, and Ned realized that he was the one in peril because he was falling for her.
So cheesy, but also so good.
I actually really like some of their like
I
spicy scenes
agree.
later.
I'm very into them.
At this point I was a little worried that we were never gonna get any of that,
Okay.
and it was just gonna stay very lighthearted. But then when we did,
Did you think it was going to stay lighthearted because of how proper they are?
yes.
Okay.
In the next 2 chapters, I was like, okay, I'm into
Yeah, I
this.
said, never mind, put me back in that closet.
Yes. So then chapter 9, they hijack a carriage.
Yes.
And they're on the way. They have this highway robbery.
Yeah.
She stuffs book pages down their throats because they're being super rude.
How uncouth of them.
Yeah. And she also is thinking, she's like, wow, Pleasance was right. Because remember, she predicted all
Yes.
of this happening. And they're all just like, oh, she's crazy pants.
Yeah.
But she said, someone's going to steal our house. Like, this is bad. We shouldn't leave. Well, this is bad. We
Yeah,
shouldn't
she's
go into
like
town.
tweaking out about it.
So she's like, oh, yeah, she was actually right.
Maybe we should listen to her more.
Anyway, so then they disguise themselves.
Yeah, because they're going to this inn, and she's like, well, is it reputable? And he goes, of some sorts.
Yeah. This hotel.
And they decide to get dressed up and act like fancy guests because it's more fun.
Yeah.
They could just break into a window, but it's more fun to get dressed.
Yeah.
And she finds this gorgeous dress.
And it has a scoop neck, not a high neck.
Yeah, so she's showing some skin. It might as well be ankles at this point.
Yeah, might as well. We really knock our socks off.
So basically,
literally.
she comes out of the carriage, and Ned's got a immediate hard on.
Dagger hilt
Dagger
is high.
2 dagger hilts.
Is elevated.
Pitch a tent under that bad girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're arguing about rest. She's like, we don't need rest, and he's like, yeah, we need to rest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, rest at this inn.
I'm like, 1 bed, 1 bed, 1 bed.
Chapter 10. They disguise themselves as Lord Albert and Lady Victoria.
Yeah. And they act all mad because their reservation was lost.
Um,
And the maitre d' is like, oh no, please don't report this to my upper management. Here's a free bottle of wine.
I know. So then they have free wine.
Yeah, and she's never drank.
And yeah, she's never drank because her aunt said that the communion wine is where rabies comes from.
It's just so crazy. It's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, like, it's why it's a hard read, because it's out of control.
It is. And again, this is why the plot gets lost, because Raby wine.
Like, literally what's happening.
They shoved book pages down. Well, all I'm thinking about is the way highwaymen were portrayed in our last read. One dark window.
I know. So, honestly, this is my favorite chapter.
Okay.
Because it was so funny when she gets drunk and there's duck flying off of her plate. She's waving at people.
Yeah, and she
She's
doesn't
just
understand
plastered.
why people are being like, going,
Yeah.
and she's like, I don't know why they're so mad. It's almost like I can hear my aunt in here.
I know. She just fucked up.
She's like drunk.
Yeah, and so then they go up to the room and she's trying to take her clothes off out in the
Well, he's
hall.
like carrying her up the stairs and she's like, this is not proper. You have to put me down. And he goes, well, it's fine because everybody thinks I'm your husband. And she goes, husband?
She's like, wife? When did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then he like swoops her, into her arms, and then they get to this room and she's like, one bed.
I know. I literally wrote, look at it in capitals. It said one bed.
One bed. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So the reason why this was one of my favorite chapters is when they talk about, they refer to her wits as people.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so freaking good. Like, they talk about how her wits, like, nodded vigorously.
Yes.
And, oh my gosh, it was just so freaking
was.
funny.
And then the way she's being so dramatic about if I don't take this dress off right now,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna breathe. You wouldn't know because you're not a woman. And then when he starts trying to take off her corset, and she goes, you wouldn't understand. Do you know how to take it off? And he goes, I do. And she goes, you've worn a corset. And he goes, no. And she goes,
I know. She's like, oh, you've worn a corset before. Oh my God, I just laughed and laughed.
So good. Because she's like, oh,
she's just so innocent.
And then he's like, you need to get in bed. You're naked. I'm getting hot and bothered.
Yeah, she's like, she wants to disrobe. There's this whole disrobe thing.
Yes. And then she's like, if I don't take my hair down right now, I'm going to also die. And he's like, really? She goes, I'm being stabbed to death by my hairpins.
Oh my gosh, I know. And then, oh gosh, what does it say? She was saying something. I was trying to find it, but I can't remember. But it was talking about how her wits gave up on her because she was being so embarrassing, and they like walked away.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna turn around. You need to get in bed. And she's basically like, I need to pee so bad.
Yes. And then she starts like crying because she's like looking out at the moon.
And beautiful.
And then he gets scared. He's like, if it's one thing that terrified him, it was a crying woman. And I'm like,
fair.
That is scary shit.
Especially when they're drunk. Because there's no coming back.
And I love the like contemplation when he's like, should I get in bed? There's enough room.
Yeah, she wouldn't even know.
Then he's like, oh, I'll sleep on the floor. But I really don't want to sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
But should I get no? And then he ends up on the floor.
Yeah, and he's just like complaining. He's like, there's a nail in my side.
I know.
And then he's like, and then I hear her whispering about dynamite. So she must be having a pleasurable dream.
Yeah, just sleeping like a kid over there.
Ugh.
It just was so good. It was such a
was.
fun-ass chapter. And then chapter 11 comes, and he wakes up, and Cecilia's gone.
And he just starts running through all these plans. Well, she probably went this way, but then she's going to know that I thought that she went this way, so she's going to go this way. But then she's going to think that I thought this.
Yes.
And he's like running through all these things, and then someone goes, would you like coffee? He goes, no, I only drink tea. And he looks up, and it's Cecilia.
Yeah, she's just there. And she went for a book. She needed a Wuthering Heights copy again. She's like, got new clothes. She got horses ready for them. And he's like, what's going on here?
And then she's like, have you noticed that this hotel must be on uneven ground?
Yeah.
The walls are moving, the floor is rumbling. What's going on? He goes, oh, you're hungover. And she goes, what is that? And he goes,
I'm caught being hungover.
She goes, so you get it from eating seafood? And she goes, well, you're not sick.
Yeah. And he's like, I have a tolerance.
Yeah, I've gotten there.
Oh my God, it was just so funny.
It's so dumb.
And then he's like, you're not hungry or thirsty? And she's like, no, but I feel like horrible.
Yeah, I'm not thirsty, but When I went downstairs, I had a cup of tea and a glass of water. And then I went to the bookstore. And then after that, I had another cup of tea. And then I went and saddled our horses and I had another cup of water. But now I feel like just regular parched.
And then they're talking or whatever, and she throws up.
Yeah,
all
over
over.
her corset that she didn't put back on. It was on the ground, I might add. And he goes, "You're going to go out in public without a corset? Oh, how unladylike."
I know, it's just so funny.
I know.
She's like, no, I feel just fine, and then vomits all over.
And then they, like, are leaving the room and get caught by, like, I would assume maid service.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, the way this room was added. I'm never recommending this hotel.
Yeah.
They must have assigned us the wrong room."
They're just having a blast with their identities. Oh my gosh. And then with the hangover too, when she's like, "I've been poisoned."
Yes.
I'm like, been there.
Quite literally 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Who put a drug in my 4 shots of vodka,
Yeah.
my 3 mules, and my 4 presses?
Yeah.
Someone put something in
Because
there.
I feel like garbage, and it's not my fault. That's someone else's.
Someone put something in my drink.
Then they're like making their way out, and they see a Morvath man.
Yes.
And so he quick pushes her into the closet, and she's like, "Oh my god." She's all pressed up against her.
Yeah, and then he puts his
and
hand over her head, and I guess, I suppose that's not bad since it's small
The
in here.
tension is good
It's
in
so
these
good.
scenes. And like I love the whole time how he's done
Oh,
for her.
and he knows.
He's done for her.
Like, there's no, like, of him being like, "I shouldn't, but I must, but I shouldn't." He's just the whole time, because she's, like, thinking about all this, and he goes, "Don't worry." And she's like, "Oh my god, can he hear my thoughts?"
Yeah, I
Like,
know. It's just God. Like the whole time he's kind of taking care of her while she's drunk, and he's
Yeah.
just like loves her.
100%.
So it's just fun to see this in her point of view, kind of. 'Cause
Yes.
she's like, well, I kind of want him to kiss me, but that would be,
Improper.
yeah.
And then they make out, and it's so good.
And it's so good. And she's never kissed anybody before.
Yes, which, like, not crazy about that trope. We've talked about this before. I'm not like, I don't love the inexperienced girl, well-experienced man. But
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like meh here, if that makes
This
sense.
feels like according to the time.
I agree.
Where that's not weird. Like she's only 19.
Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't feel bad in
She's
this
had
book.
this overprotective aunt.
Yeah, that thinks that she's gonna get typhoid, like, or
Yeah.
rabies from church wine.
So I'm like, okay, I agree though.
Yes.
So then they both escape the man
Yes.
at the end of the whatever.
And they, like, rush out of the hotel in case they run into anybody else.
Yeah, on horseback.
Yes.
And chapter 12 happens, and Lady Armitage is just waiting and waiting and waiting
Yeah.
for Signor De Luca.
And she's daydreaming about him.
Yeah.
In sexy manner.
Yes.
Which I did not like.
And then all of a sudden, someone shows up at her house, and she's like, "Oh, it's Signor," and it's
Yeah,
not. It's
no.
It's the Morvath man, the Jacobson guy.
The one that they were hiding from.
And he attempts to kill her, but then it bounces off of her fan, like a face fan.
Yes. And it kills him.
It ricochets back and shoots
Yeah.
him in the shoulder.
Yep. And he just is, like, on the floor. So she's got a bulletproof fan.
And then Ned shows up, and he's like, "Oh,
Well.
what's going on here?"
Yeah.
Then he's basically, I don't know, is he telling her he needs the key? For
Yeah, he
something?
was like, this one was a little confusing for me. So I think he's, like, trying to persuade her to let him borrow the house, essentially.
Yes, yeah, they need the
And
house. You're
she's
right.
like, "I've never let anybody borrow my house.
Yes.
Good luck finding the key." And then this is horrific.
So then, he does
Yes.
find a key. So it's so funny. This is where I pictured like the whole Sherlock Holmes thing is when. So it's just them two, and he's like got her kind of bent over, like digging through her
Yes.
dress to find this key. And then all of a sudden, Cecilia shows up, and she's like, "What's going on here?" And they both just freeze.
It's just so good. You know, you think Lady Armitage would take this time to, like, get out from underneath him, but she's like, "Oh, what? She's gonna think me improper."
And so then he's like digging all this stuff out,
Yeah.
and he finds a key, and he's like, "Oh, okay, cool."
I can't.
And
She's like, "It's the key to something else to get you to the key."
yeah.
And you can tell that Cecilia's like, "Oh, no."
And Cecile's like, "No, you really don't
don't
want to know
want
where
it.
it is.
You-
Like, you really don't want to know."
And he's like, "I'll find it."
yeah, he's like, "I'm gonna get it, whatever."
And then they, like, kind of convince Lady Armitage to, like, join them to save the ladies of Wisteria. So then she takes the key from him.
And reaches under and basically opens.
She's wearing a chastity belt.
A fucking chastity belt. And the worst part was he took the slightly damp
Key! It was in her vagina! It was in her vagina!
I was literally like, what the actual F?
Look! The key was in her vag!
And Cecilia knew that.
Yep.
Cecilia's like, I really don't want to know.
You don't want it.
And he took it as slightly damp.
His bare fingers
She's like,
touched
oh, you
it.
should have told me earlier.
Yeah. It's a reverse tampon.
I mean, that is a good hiding spot.
It is. He probably wouldn't have looked. Horrifying.
Why is she wearing that?
Because she's a psycho old lady. Who's killed three husbands.
She was like, oh, I'll help you kill. I'll help you because I want to be the one to kill her.
And I was also like kind of
Lady
confused
Darlington.
by this.
Lady Darlington.
Yes. I was like, I don't know if I buy it. But I was also so distracted by the key in the vag that
The slightly damp key.
the slightly damp key. I was like, you know what?
Threw
I
me.
didn't have time to look into anything else.
Oh, man.
Also, so there's keys to driving the houses. Do they start like cars?
Like, vroom, vroom.
Yeah.
No.
Then where do you put the
spell. They just do spell.
key? With the key.
Don't ask questions.
With
It
the
came
slightly
out of her
damp
vagina.
key.
That's all we need to
Ew,
know.
does when they start it, does it like blow out a smoke of vag juice or something? Jesus. I'm like disgusted. What is going on?
Just lube it up maybe a little bit to
Ow!
get in this like rusty
Ew, ew,
ignition.
She needs a tetanus shot. Like 4 tetanus shots, actually. Oh.
Chapter 13. They're now traveling the countryside. Cecilia's getting very worried about her aunt. And this is
Yes.
kind of where she's like, I'm worried she's going to be killed the same way as her mom.
Yes.
And like, this is kind of where I think that Cecilia, from what I gather, was there when Morvath, her dad, killed her.
mom, yeah.
And then she fled. Was
Yes.
the vibe that I got.
That's what I was getting too, and I'm thinking that she's probably was around the age of like the 4 to 6 range when her mom died was what my thought was.
Okay.
What did you think? Or
I
did you
think
just
so
not have
too.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because of what she was talking about with the poetry thing in like the first few chapters.
Yes, and how she like kind of got passed around from auntie to auntie.
Yeah.
Because that's why she knows Lady Armitage so well, as
Yes.
well as Lady Darling.
Yes. Yes. And she's just in this chapter so tormented by that kiss.
Oh yeah, she's talking about that if he does it again, she's gonna make him walk the plank.
Oh yeah. She's like, I'll make him walk the plank or slap him
Yeah.
or she's just so distraught.
And then he like leans over her and she says his scent is dust and apple peel, and I said that's the most unappealing scent I've heard to date.
The apple peel.
Dust?
Fine.
I'm thinking like mothballs when you.
Dude. Dust, no.
No.
Dust is just old skin. So no.
With apple peel?
Old to-
And why is it apple peel, not just apples? Like specifically the peel. It's really upsetting.
It just is so funny. And then they're just so nonchalant the whole time. They're just, he's like, they're eating
Yeah.
or whatever. She's like, Lady Armitage is like, pass the beans. And he gives her the asparagus and she just eats it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, can I have the salt? And Cecilia's like, oh, absolutely. And then chucks it
Like,
at his head.
As hard as possible.
Like, and they're all just so nonchalant during the
Yeah.
whole time. And then they're talking about whatever, and she's like, one does not discuss murder at the dinner table.
Yeah. Like that's where we draw the line.
And Ned's just at a loss because every time he tries to stick up for Cecilia's like, no, this is the way that
Stop
us
it.
ladies do it. Like, you're
Yeah.
an idiot. Even though, yes, this lady is trying to kill me, like, you're dumb.
Yeah. Please stop it.
That's the
You don't know
vibe.
etiquette.
And then, Ned is very worried that Lady Armitage is betraying
Being
them,
sus, yeah.
which is fair.
And Cecilia's like, no, she wouldn't do that. Yes, she wants to kill Lady Darling, but like, she wouldn't betray us.
Yeah.
And then they leave the house. They think that they knocked her out.
Before that, he's really teasing her hardcore with more kisses up against the sink.
Oh, yeah.
And that was hot. That actually got me kind of hot and bothered because they were just like the teasing way they went about it.
Did you take Colton back to the Pizza Hut parking lot?
No, he wasn't home.
So you just open your bedside
And he's like,
drawer.
oh, if you don't want me, then push me away. And she
Yeah.
like lightly like sets her hand on him. And it's just so good.
It is so good.
She's like trying so hard to resist it.
Yeah.
And it's just not happening.
She's trying to be proper, Olivia.
She is. Yeah, so then they go scouting for the lost houses because they think that they're close.
Yes. And like, so they're doing this, and the whole time, like, they're doing this, she's daydreaming about shooting him, but then it turns into shooting him and then nursing him back to health.
That was so
I know.
funny.
It's like,
She's
okay.
like, no, I need to train my brain. Like, I'm gonna shoot him, and then
But then I'm picturing him in bed while I wrap his wounds.
yeah, and pray for him on Sunday because he's unable.
It's because he can't go to church. It's so dumb.
Then they come across Jacobson,
Yes.
or like the stranger,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, oh, they're behind the tree together, and they're like, he's gesturing to her, like,
Yeah.
who's it, like, shoot, and then they both come out and go, like, stick him up,
Yeah.
basically, and he looks at her and he's like, what the F,
I
you were
told
supposed
you
to
to
stay
run,
behind the
yeah.
tree. She's like, no, you said this gesture, and the stranger's going, yeah, I'm with her.
Yeah.
Like, it's so just,
Because it's not serious. This guy could have
yeah,
ran
like
away.
you said,
Yeah.
unserious.
And the guy's like, no, if you would have done that to me, I also would have jumped down.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he's got 2 guns pointed at him.
And then
he's
they
like,
shoot
yeah.
him.
Yep. Like, it's so dumb. Like, me, they're fighting. I'm like, slowly backing up.
Yeah.
And him, no, she's right.
Yeah, it's so good. And then all of a sudden, Lady Armitage appears.
Yep. And he's like, I put you, because he's got this whole cupboard of poisons and he used them. And she goes, I don't label my poisons what they actually are.
I
You
know.
buffoon.
You gave me something to cleanse my liver.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Like, also, how would you yourself keep track of what your poisons were? And also, why is cleansing your liver in the poison cabinet?
You know-
Isn't that good? Shouldn't that be in like one of like the health shots?
So that, you know what's so funny when they were talking about like when Ned gave her the sleeping pill or whatever, and Cecilia's like, oh, where did you find that? He's like, in the cupboard, labeled poisons, and it has a flower next to
Yeah.
it, like a nice delicate like poisons, like you would say like spices and herbs.
I'm picturing, you know how those like certain cupboards have like cutouts in them?
Yes.
So I'm picturing like a wood cutout with like
Yeah,
flowers.
like super cutesy.
And it's like wood burned poison into it.
yes, it's just like really cute and nice.
It's cutesies.
Yeah, just poisons.
Just do you not have one of these? Would recommend.
Yeah. Anyways, so Lady Armitage appears, and they're still openly discussing Cecilia's assassination.
Yeah.
Like, well, you can't do it now.
Yeah, and I would like my deposit pack that I gave you.
Yeah, if you're not gonna actually do it. So, like, when's that gonna happen?
Yep.
All while she's right there.
Yep.
So it's just odd.
It's-
And then Lady Armitage, like, all of a sudden disappears, and they see her house.
Yeah, fine away. They just left them.
So what's going on there?
I
Is
don't
she,
know.
Like,
I think that she
is she setting them up?
originally, when Ned showed up, assumed that he was still gonna kill Cecilia. And if she's been awake this whole time, listening to them mac out in the kitchen and their conversation to go find Jacobson, she knows that they're like kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So maybe she just left them there to do whatever, and now she's gonna go kill the other lady.
Darlington.
Yeah, Darlington.
I think she set them up because then 2 minutes later they try to steal a house and then the Horvath guys show up.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
maybe you're right.
why
I
would
don't
she be
know.
like, yeah, let's keep going and then disappear?
I would just be confused too about her willing to work with him if it's like a known thing that everybody in Wisteria like hates him.
Because she's like the enemy of the Wisteria Society.
True, but
That's why
she
doesn't
loves
show up
Syl,
to anything.
and he killed Syl. I don't know. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I don't know. I kind of like it. I feel like actually now the plot's like whatever.
It's
but
kind
anyways,
of picking up, yeah.
So they go to try to steal a house.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden the one house shows up behind
The
them with
Abbey.
a spotlight.
Yeah.
And it's Morvath's guy. And all of a sudden Ned kind of turns on
Yeah.
Cecilia and is like, yep, now's the time. And give me my chloroform or whatever. And he like...
Yep, and he's like, I've had this on me the whole time. I could have done this to you whenever I wanted.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I'm like,
So
what's
do we
happening?
think this is an act?
I don't know.
We don't know. This
Because
is like
I
a horrible spot to stop.
I know. I was kind of like, like,
I feel like
was
it's
he doing?
real.
I kind of do too because he wants a house. That's his whole purpose was to get another house. But he's also in love with her.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
don't
guessing
know.
it's like a twofer.
Yeah, like he's got a plan.
I think it's fake while also being real to get to the end goal.
Unless he's trying to be like, oh, okay, this is the only way, like, the guys are gonna...
Believe
Otherwise,
me,
we're
yeah.
both gonna be in the...
Be screwed.
I was gonna say dungeon, but basement? Do they have basements?
An abbey, I think of like a really old house.
Yeah.
So I would assume that it's just a really, really scary basement. It's like all stone and dank. No windows. Dank.
So yeah, I don't know. It's good. I'm
is
very
really good.
curious what's gonna happen though. And
Yeah.
we have half the book left. So
And there's 2 more books on this one, and I know you and
I
me
have a
talked about
theory.
that they're like different perspectives is what we think, right? Have we
I
looked
thought it
into
was-
that at all?
I haven't looked into it, but
'Kay.
my thought was, I think that it's gonna be a different like couple maybe, and my thought was maybe that Alex guy, like his friend, his pirate friend,
Oh, yeah.
or I think at least he's gonna come back around.
Okay.
The Alex guy,
Yeah.
but I don't know. We should look into it.
I'm very curious to see if it's like a continuous of this but I also feel like things are progressing so fast that we're already halfway through the book and they're already having like the big like
we
meet
probably
with
should
the
have looked
evil.
at that, huh?
What do you do? We didn't.
So what do you think they're gonna meet and then?
I think that he's gonna like bring her on board and I think that there's gonna be more to the story. This is like kind of what I would be like really into. He turns on her, she thinks it's real, her dad gets her, but then he like interrupts when she's at the altar with her cousin.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you said you didn't have any predictions.
I
That's
just
a good,
thought of it.
the gears were
The gears were turning.
I have 0
And
predictions. I'm just
it's like
here for a good time.
she's like up there shaking, not wanting to get married to this man, but she doesn't have a choice. And he goes, "I object."
Yeah, Edward's
and then it just
gonna
like
object.
breaks out, and all the old ladies come out with their swords and oxygen.
I like it. That sounds good.
That's where I'm going.
Well, we're gonna finish the book for the
Yes.
next episode, so
Yeah.
we will find out if Sam's theory is true
Yeah.
or not. Do you feel like you can do this
I
game,
do.
or do you
I
wanna
do.
wait?
No, I do. I've got 2 in mind that I think are different sides of the coin, but would both be good. You start though. So we're going back to the one we pulled last week, but we said we needed time for it. So, who should the other date MMC? Do you have an idea?
So I had a hard time because I want to do a book that we both read.
Okay.
But I did have some thoughts on like other books, which
Okay.
isn't as good because you don't really like relate to it. But I really want to give you Dorian because I know you love Dorian so much.
Yes.
But to change it up, I don't know. I really just feel like Rowan Whitethorn. I know he's
Okay.
not like your man's man.
But solid.
But he's just like a solid, like, real life. He's just gonna, like, not tell you what
Yeah.
to do. He's gonna always have your back. He's gonna slightly guide you when you might need slight guiding. Like, if you don't want to decide what for dinner, you
He's just
know,
gonna
'cause
make
it's just
it.
like your decision
Yes.
fatigued.
Yep.
He's there, but then he's also not gonna, like, overpower you. And he's gonna let you be whimsy and weird.
Yes. Which
And
love.
that's my thought.
Okay, so my first one, it's changing book series for us.
Okay.
I think that you and Riot from...
Oh.
Because he's like very much like the little brother. He's very passionate about what he does, but
Okay.
and very much,
That's a good one.
but he's very much willing to be like, I think you're wrong.
yeah.
He's the only one that would call Slade out in the entire
Yeah.
book. Like, I feel like he would be able to get absolutely fucking bonkers with you, but then when you're making decisions that are bad, he'd be like, hey, honey.
Which is what I need.
I also feel like you and Lorcan.
Oh my gosh, why Lorcan?
Because I also think it's like the same thing. He's head over heels for you, will turn his shirts into pads for you, loves you abundantly, but also when you start to maybe like stray, he's gonna be like, whatever you want. But me personally, I think this is a horrible idea.
Yeah, I kind of like the like more. I feel like both of them are pretty like even keel.
Yes.
Like
I feel like you
that's
need
what
an
I need.
even-keeled.
Someone even me out a
Yes.
little. So that's where we're
We're
at.
like,
I'm happy with those. Not
like-
what I was expecting, but I'm happy with
like
them.
crazy pick for you, Fenris.
Yes.
You guys would be fucking insane
Immediate
together.
Yes.
Like it would be a nightmare, but in the best way.
I was contemplating Carrion for you, just to like have a fun time.
Carrion, I'm blanking.
Swift.
Oh,
Like
yes.
I could just see you with just like a fun redhead. Like it would just be like, what's happening
It'd be
here?
fucking insane. Yeah, that's a good pick. I would not complain.
Like I just feel like you just have fun, but I don't feel
agree.
like you guys should get married.
No, that's like a long-term relationship where you figure out exactly what you want and you end on good terms.
Yeah.
But like it just
And
didn't
I feel like
work out.
honestly, you would be good for him because you would get past his funny stuff and get to like the emotional stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like you would help Fenris with his trauma.
Yeah.
And it would be solid, but then you'd both be doing crazy shit and there would be no support. You'd both come home to a dirty ass apartment because no one's clean.
See, we need to read more romance so we can do romance
Yeah.
ones.
I agree. So this will go back in the bowl once we've hit a couple more romance novels.
Yeah.
A lot of fantasy here. But yeah, I'm sticking with
fantasy
Riot.
is
Riot
just
is
so
my
good.
number one pick for you.
That is really crazy. This was fun because I would have never thought of that. I mean, your brain always goes to like the main.
Or like the books you've like head over heels in love with the characters.
Yeah.
Trying to think of like other books we've read. I don't think that anybody from the Everflame. Luther's too slow for you.
Yeah. I'd get so bored. My
You would get
ADHD would be
so
like,
bored.
I'm done here.
We
You're
spent
boring me.
we spent 3 days together and you haven't brutally kissed me yet.
I
We're
need
done.
like even keel, but not that even keel.
Not 4 months even keeled.
Yeah, that was slow. I feel like there was other fun characters, but I'm blanking on that one.
That one, because it was such a quick read, we read so fast. I feel like there was a lot of women characters in that one too, rather than like MMC
See,
characters.
this is where I really wish that we could have gotten the plated prisoner on our podcast.
I
And I wish we
know.
could have gotten when we discussed Akatar when I was reading it for the first time.
Yes. Or Fourth Wing when we read it for the first
Fourth
time.
Wing, and then the other one was Sparkle Everything because it'd be nice to be able to go back
when the
and
new books come out.
recap.
Another really good one for you that would just be absolute fucking mayhem. Riddock.
Oh, I love Riddock. He's
Be-
so fun.
I'm blanking on his name. One leg.
I want to say, it's Sawyer.
Sawyer.
You know what? I wanted to say Ryan super bad. He could totally be a Ryan, but it's Sawyer.
That makes sense. I get him being Orion.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, no, that was not it. But
No,
my
first
brain was like,
instinct-
yes, his personality is a
He
Ryan.
is Orion. You guys heard the thing where people thought that Janessa spoke in sign language because she was a librarian, not because she was deaf? Have you heard that?
No.
Yeah, people thought that she did sign language because she
like
was
just
described.
for funsies.
Yes, because they had to be quiet because they were in a library.
Oh my god, people.
Come on, do better.
I can't wait to reread. We gotta do a reread of Akatar
Yes.
before the other ones come out, and I
Yep.
think we should do it for the podcast.
100%.
And eventually, when the next Fourth Wing, we'll do that too.
Yes, she announced not a date, but like
Next
for
year.
the
Is it
first
next year?
officially in the work.
Is it next
I
year?
don't know, probably because she hates us.
Oh, she announced
It's
that
every
she was
other-
in the works.
That it's in so every other year. So she released last year in 2025, so it won't be till
I
27.
just hope it's so good. I can't wait to see where that.
And then we
one's
won't
gonna
get the
go.
next book till 29.
I can't believe people some people didn't like that Onyx Storm.
Alex, okay, my brother does not like it. He thinks that they're whiny. He listens. He played the voices for me. I wouldn't like it either.
Really?
It's the audiobook readers are horrible. The woman sounds like she's in her 40s.
No, seriously, there is some books that the audio just wrecks it.
Yes, she sounds like she's like 40, which is not a bad age, but you're not picturing any.
That doesn't fit her
No.
specifically. Violet needs a very specific
Yes,
voice.
and Zayden is like, meh, as the audio reader. So I understand why it comes off whiny. Anywho's it.
Isn't that funny how audiobooks can do that?
I know, they just ruin shit.
Or sometimes, like, when I wish they would just be able to hire a male
Oh,
voice actor, because the voice can be good, but then when the female character, like, does the male or even other voices just poorly.
Yes, I'm listening to the Hunger Games right now. And when she does Hamage's voice,
I know! I hate that.
or Songbirds and Ballads.
I'm not knocking it because it's hard.
It is hard. I couldn't do it.
Hello? Like, that's
Oh
mine.
no!
That's
You're
mine.
reading for Zayden. My chair, my woman. My crowd.
He's on oxygen too.
Also, why are they old but like have really high voices? I don't like it.
I don't either.
The moral of the story, we could be audiobook readers, guys. Tell us what books you want to hear from us.
Yeah, that's our next to do. Anyway.
It's the next podcast to do.
All right, Sam, you wrap it up this week.
All right, so we're going to do chapter 14 to the end of the book. We're so excited that you guys were here. Please like, follow, subscribe, and if you guys have any questions or want to tell us what we should read next, you can email us or message us or comment on our stuff.
Yeah, or just come see us in person.
Yeah, well,
DM for the Addy.
I won't be sending you mine.
We'll send you a meetup place.
Yeah.
A quick trip, maybe.
Oh, that's a good place to meet up. Yeah. Lots of cameras, really good ice cream.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes.